Are here. It's a good environment.
We want to set up here today to kind of showcase the community.
Are you trading up just because you want to have that high-end card to sell, or you just want to hold it just to have it?
But is it processing or are we
Gambling.
Is it gambling? I took the perspective of I need to get to know more people and like have conversations with.
This is one of the things like, oh, you want to make this deal? I'll put you on my video. Like, nah, I'm okay.
Y'all ready for Dr. Strange? Just a question. Are you ready, bro?
See, and then he had it signed by him.
No, when they cut Darth Maul in half, I literally yelled out. No!
If I would have known BGS has more value long-term wise, I think I would have went that route.
But do you have certain cards that you know you're going to hold on to?
Yeah, FD, man. I'm in it for the long term.
What's up, y'all?
What's goody?
How we doing?
How's everybody tonight?
What's new and exciting? JD.
Nothing.
How was your day today?
It was cool. Stopped by the Drew League. I thought Kyrie was going to show up, but he didn't. So I saw who I see. I saw Montrezl Harrell, and then there's like some local basketball players. It was cool. It was nice.
No Kyrie, huh?
No NBA players showed up today. It's probably a Sunday, but we'll see how it goes. What'd you end up doing today?
I just kind of relaxed.
I know. That's what I'm finna do later. I'm about to chill out.
Yeah, just kind of relaxed. That was about it. So I know everybody has heard that the old Russell passed away today. I think very highly of Bill Russell. I think most people do.
Yeah,
he's done a lot. Not too much news really kind of moves me. That was interesting to hear.
Yeah. I didn't know what to say. I didn't even believe it at first, too.
Great at the game, man. What I love about Mr. Russell, that he did so much off the court.
Yeah.
That he didn't have to do. He doesn't. He was raised a particular way by the stories that he's told about his father and his mom. But I think that's what makes him such a great person, is because he was involved in things. And like now he has a foundation that helps underprivileged children in cities to work on math skills, different things they want to do. They want to go to trade school. That's the kind of stuff he was doing, man. He did 88 years old, still getting after.
He did his thing too. You know, he did everything that he could. You know, after basketball, he was a big impact, like you said. I mean, he did it all, and there's nothing else to say. There's nothing else you could say about him. You know,
he is special. What's up, Mervin? How you doing?
What's up, National boy? Him and Jets were at the National.
Yeah, I saw Jets. I saw some video of Jets. Mervin, what did you pick up from the National? How was it?
I think he picked up a Jeter. But I heard there was no Wi-Fi. They had like issues getting internet in there and everything. So that's what happens when you got hundreds, thousands of people in one area on their phone trying to go on look at some comms.
It also makes me think about, how do I make sure I'm prepared if that was somewhere?
But you're the one that sent me that video, right? Of C-Blaz? Were you the one that? Yeah. I mean, any card, I'm ready. I already know what I'm going to pay for a certain card.
Yeah, I just want, if we get into a conversation where someone says like, well, maybe a question I would ask, like, where did you get that number from? Is that maybe I'm kind of prepared for that. Maybe some previous screenshots, dates, things like that.
You just got it. Yeah, as long as you know, like when I go to a show, I already have like a few players I'm in mind, and then from there, I already know the market, and then we'll just see if the person's willing to budge or not.
Well, if you go to a big show like that, you could be walking and be like, "Man, what is that?" And
oh yeah, that's different though. When you see something that you haven't seen ever, you're just like, "Damn, this is one of those cards where if you see something 1 of 1 or whatever, a short print number, and you're never going to see it again. It's not even on eBay. You might as well just pick it up because the chance of you finding it again in the wild, never again."
Picked up vintage Pancho Villa exhibit cards and a Jeter SP rookie sign with double inscription. I saw
I saw the Jeter one.
I saw a table of Jeter cards with inscriptions and non-inscriptions. I think those are great cards. Mervin, you don't need my approval. I know that you what you collect from things you talked before, but what you just described, wonderful.
No, go ahead.
Sanderson that says, "Hey guys, what were you about to say?"
I was like, wasn't it weird that there was no shows this week except for Diamond 9?
Not really. It's a national, man.
So what, man? We gotta, it's the best time that people couldn't go.
But JD, there was no
I
show.
want,
There was no show last year on the national.
huh?
There was no show here last year on the national.
Well, it's different now. When you're more involved in the community, you want to try to be involved. Like everybody was out and buying cars. I was like, man, there's nothing here to do this weekend except just watch.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think next year when you get
Where's it at next year?
Chicago.
Okay, we going. Just tell me the gates. I am going. I told my wife if it's in Chicago, I know you're gonna want to go to Chicago, so we there.
That's why I broke out the 1983 Cubs hat with Bobby Thigpen and Carlton Fisk, baby. Man. I was 8 years old when they were rocking this, man.
I'm not missing it next year.
What's cool? I mean, you'll be able to get in by the airport, have somewhere to stay. You can jot down to the city, see if a Cubs game is in town, see if a White Sox game is in town. Big Bank, what's up? What's up? Jeff, hello everyone. JD, I'm gonna play a little video.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta play a little video here. Hold on one second. Hope I can find it. Can I find what I just pulled up? Oh, here.
Oh yeah, then nobody uses PayPal. You have to have cash only.
Yeah, those are the things that I think it would.
I never carry. I changed my whole perspective on carrying cash. I'm gonna at least try to carry at least $100. You never know when you're gonna need it.
Yeah, hold on, let me find this again. Yeah, but we all know you may be looking at a card that goes well beyond that.
Oh yeah, I mean, at that point, if you're trying to buy a car for like $600, $700, $800, what are the chances of you having that?
Oh, like Jeff, you wire transferring 100 G's, man. You can't. You not walk around with that on you.
Oh man, that do 100,000. How much was it?
I think that car. I think that was a smart buy, man. A PSA 9 Jordan Star. I think that was an excellent buy.
Man, I'm telling you, I am in the mood to buy something this weekend. Like I've been.
Well, you got the bank coming up. Huh?
Oh, I mean, that's true. You're right, huh? Are you gonna go to that San Diego show, or are you just gonna hang out and go to Premiere next week?
There's a San Diego show next weekend.
Yeah, it's a 2-day show. I'll send it to
you. Oh
yeah.
I've heard about this. Yes, I know about this.
So I don't know.
I don't know if I'm going.
I just want to go to the next
Union show.
Oh, that Friday? I think it's next Friday. And then they have the bullpen show or the batting cage show. I think Saturday.
Is this coming Saturday?
I think the following Saturday. I'm not sure. It's like they have one on Friday, then the following week it's on Saturday. They do it like that. But I want to go to a show. I never felt that was just weird. Not being in California, there's no show like a.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I like the inactivity.
Man, speak for yourself, man. I'm working. There's days where I just need to get away from stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the hobby gets me away from reality, but like, it's just cool to just be like in a room full of other people that love cards.
Yeah. Mervin said, "Yeah, I got it from that dealer. Yeah, that table was phenomenal, Mervin. Agreed. Wi-Fi was rough. No one could comp or use PayPal to pay.
Yeah, I would have been out of luck. All I use is PayPal. I would have to run to the bank, run to the what's that thing called? The ATM.
I'm pretty sure ATM was flooded by the second.
But you would think a big event like that, they will have the Wi-Fi and everything going up. They had to, right? But I mean, you saw who was there. They got PSA, They had Beckett. They had whatnot. They
Yeah, but
had
that those boo. I mean, I don't know. You just don't know. I mean, there's a. I would imagine. Let me just say this because I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, "Man, they should have known this. They should have known that." If you are planning a show, I think there are so many things on that list
yeah.
that you need to work on. That is not easy.
You know who be a good person to talk to about that? Wiley and them, because
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Wiley,
that'd be
EJ,
perfect.
Alex. I mean, they all
Yeah,
know.
they
Uh,
exactly know.
it's not. That's not easy. So,
Oh,
uh,
speaking of, let's jump into that. The thing you sent me yesterday,
what's
that
up?
store that won best sports star, best card, whatever, the best store
Yeah,
in America. Do you
yeah,
believe that?
yeah, I believe it.
That's
If
wild.
you went on the Instagram page, we're talking about Costco cards. If you went on the Instagram page, they had a link to go to a survey to vote on who was.
Oh, but you know why it is though, right? Because they're in the East Coast. I'm telling you, the East Coast is different when it comes to sports and the
Oh
hobby.
yeah, yeah, JD.
I'm telling you, it's different.
When you're in LA, Chicago is technically the East Coast.
Yeah,
It's,
I'm
it's
just saying,
different. It's a different vibe. And
they
I know
care,
Boston, New
man.
York. I've known people from there. It's a different vibe.
That thing is
People are
just different.
serious, man, about their teams. Like
They
I'm not
love their
saying
team,
Dodger fans
man.
are not serious.
Like I'm saying, like this, the Cubs, the White Sox, they're serious about those teams out there.
Very
So
serious.
so that's why I was kind of surprised, and I was like, but they had if you go to Burbank, if you're from California, and you go to Burbank, you can spend like hours in there, and you feel like you haven't seen everything, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the craziest part is like
I think it's
how
the same way if you go to Frankenstein's. If you go to Frankenstein's, you could be walking around.
that's true. Frankenstein's different.
So,
Frankenstein's a
I mean, we went to Jimmy's. Hats off to Jimmy.
that place is
Jimmy,
cool. That place is good too.
that place is cool. I plan to be there more often.
I'm telling you, I didn't go today because I went to the Drew, but I usually go every Sunday before the kids wake up, sneak in there, and just try to find some stuff. It's
That's a cool place, man. It's a real cool place. It has a lot of history. And what was funny is Jimmy and I were talking about when I was a 15, 14 years old, starting to collect autographs, and he was running shows. But we were talking about from his perspective from running the show, and from my perspective coming in as a younger person, and it was matching up. Everything that we saw, looked at, we were talking about, just a bunch of stuff, man.
that's why I love going to these
We were
things,
talking,
man. That's why you have conversations with people you never thought you could have.
he has a lot of history there. It was wonderful, and it was just in passing because we were leaving that Sunday show,
Hmm.
and I said, "Man, where's that to go today?" And like EJ and Mark at the same time said, "Well, you got
Yeah,
Jimmy's and you got
Frankenson.
Frank and Sons, and you got Average Shows." So
Yeah,
they named them all off, and it was cool to be reminded that we're actually that close to that place. CV Sports Cars, what up, guys? Sport Car Show, cheers. What's up, Ziggy? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Art, how's it going, JD? Seeing you with the Yankees cap, what would you guys think if Aaron Judge hit 62? Would you consider him the real home run king? Do you think he is juicing?
he's not
Back
juicing.
in his rookie card.
You think he's juicing FD?
I have no idea though.
I don't think you could. I don't think you could get away with that anymore.
Oh, I think you can still get away with it.
Oh man,
JD, if you have a professional sport, you can get away with something. But
I
is he
bet.
doing that?
I don't know, man. He plays that role. He plays that the media so well. I believe anything he'll say. You know what I mean? Him and G, like it must be a Yankee thing because Jeter played the media so well. Now Aaron Judge played it well. A Rod not so much. A Rod's on the other side of that. But I don't know. He plays it so well. He plays like this innocent
Let me
guy.
just say this: I like Aaron Judge a lot.
I do too.
I hope he hits 62. I hope he does. I wish he would get to 63, 64. What is he at now? 42, 43?
He hit 42 today. He hit 42 yesterday.
I saw that hit, saw that swing. I wish he has a great year. I hope he doesn't. I think if he does do it, people will consider him the real person that broke the record.
Yeah, especially in this. But
Way I know baseball, I think that.
yeah, but but now the times is like they're more catering to the batter now instead of the pitcher. I feel like they cater to the pitching. I mean to the batters now.
Could be. Ziggy says, yeah, PSA star Jordan. Yep. If rare is valued, the star is more than 86 Fleer. What about the mantle purchase? No, the mantle card is a real deal card. You talking about the SGC 9.5 real deal card? Also,
Yeah,
the
they had that
PSA
mantle, the
10.
10. Did you see that?
Yeah, the 10 was their $35 million card. Now that was owned.
Dude.
That card is owned by. Is it the San Diego Padres? It's the owner of a major league franchise owns that card.
Come on, man. That's too
Beautiful
much
card.
money. 20 grand.
What I just
Wait.
want to know is when you have a card like that, right? How did
Mhm.
you store that card? Where was that card at?
Yeah, where do you find
Because
that?
the gentleman told the story about the SGC 9.5. He bought it, I think in 91, 92, $50,000 even. He was at a show. It was Al Rosen. Everybody out there remember Al Rosen from back in the day? I remember Al Rosen when I was first going to my first nationals. So he bought the car for $50,000. His son pointed the card out to him at the show. He's had the car. It wasn't graded until just now. He had the car tucked away in a dark space. No light directly on it. You say he only brought it out a few times in the last several years. That's how you got to keep that stuff, man. That's how you got to keep it. But that's just a beautiful car. I mean, the edging, the borders is just. But that PSA 10, fierce.
Yeah, that's wild. That's over almost 100 years old, and that thing's still chilling, mint condition. You know, like how does that even stay that?
You just
How's
got to
the
take
card
care of them.
stay
You
that?
got to pull something now. Think about the other cars that were pulled that were in that same condition and weren't
Yeah,
taken
but
care
who
of.
would have
Or
thought?
went straight into a bike smoke.
Who would have thought back in the
Whatever.
50s you take care of that card and it's gonna
Nah,
be worth
nobody tried doing that, man.
almost how much is it worth? 30 million?
35.
Dude,
And
that's an
that's a rough estimate.
that's an NBA player's salary.
Hey, you could go to auction and be worth way more than that. The convention center, because Ziggy went. I saw pictures of Ziggy. The convention center has signs bragging about Wi-Fi. I'm not sure why it was so bad. I had 3 bars on 5G and no access. How is that possible?
Yeah, when you have everybody on their phone, I don't even know how to explain it. But when I was at the Frisco show, I didn't get a thing. I didn't get a lick of service. That was
What Frisco show were you at?
the San Francisco show, not Dion's.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like
I
everybody.
went to Dion's. I've never had.
Yeah, Dion's.
But I will say this though. I'm just gonna get into I get into my little mental ball. You'll never hear about Wi-Fi again at a show.
Yeah, Burbank's about to be on point. I'll tell you
You know what
that.
I'm just saying, going forward, you'll never go to a larger show
But
and hear someone say, "I couldn't get on Wi-Fi."
when we went to Del Mar, we did fine. The show when we streamed,
Mhm.
we did fine. So it's just weird. I mean, I know Del Mar's not on the same level as
I'm just
the
letting you know.
National,
I
but I'm
just
just
think
saying.
you go to the Bay Area again, you go anywhere. I just got a hunch. You'll never hear someone say, I couldn't get on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But it was a great show. I don't think you'll ever go to the National again. Chicago last year, we had no problem.
Sure. We're going. I guess I'm going. Is the National land around the same dates every year?
Yeah, it's usually the end of July before August.
Well, I already know where I'm picking vacation next year. I'm rolling, flying over there. I don't want to miss this one out, man. I was like, man, I was really hesitating on just going. I was like, geez, what's going on over here?
But JD, there were few people that was their first national. There were people that was their first national in a while. Some people I've known in the past go every 2 or 3 years.
Every 2-3 years, I'll go in every year. That day, I remember when I first started getting into a hobby, Gary Vee will always talk about the national. I was like, I don't know what that is. He'll say that's the Disneyland trip of the year.
It is.
Families,
It is.
for people in the hobby. And man, he was not lying. That place looked like it was, top tier.
Oh yeah, it's well put together, man. It's not.
And it was a Super Bowl because they had trade nights. They had trade nights here. They had trade nights there. They even had what's her name? What's that lady's name? Don Diego Trading. They had a trade night for Pokemon and
Yeah.
Come on, that was crazy. All the trade nights were, that place was it was literally a Super Bowl. week.
And I'm pretty sure everybody that went right now, in a good way, is completely exhausted.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you're fine. I mean, unless you ain't going crazy, but geez. But I mean, 4 days over there. I mean, who was that? Mark was there, and he was just going crazy. It was Mark, Mama Breaks. There, I mean, geez, all of them were just all over the place those 4 days.
Yeah,
Seems
people
fun
are
time.
active. People are active. I mean, I think you go there, your intent is to be as active as possible. Let me just hit up one quote before we go to this Bill Russell um, piece. Jay Favors says Barry is the GOAT. Still the GOAT.
I think so.
You think so?
Man,
What
they
is this
intention.
conversation? Because I don't even think about this. Because to me, Hank Aaron.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying they walk Barry Bonds just cause they don't even.
Oh yeah, they were walking him. Yeah, but is Barry the GOAT?
I don't even know who
We
the
don't talk a
goat
lot
is.
about the GOAT of baseball. Barry the GOAT?
No, did he win a championship? He didn't win a championship, right?
No. Who? He hit a bomb home run in the World Series though against the Angels.
Yeah.
Ooh, that home run is still flying in the rain, in the midst of the night. But
Crazy.
who do you think is the GOAT? We can come back to this. Anybody
I
else
don't
on
even
championship?
know. What? How do you even consider
Think about
yourself the
this a
goat?
lot. I don't know. Don't think about it a lot.
Because they always say it's Trout, Mantle, Babe Ruth. How do you even determine the goat? Because baseball's different. Like goal has to be all time, pitching, hitting, everything.
Well, I would think if you were talking about GOATs, you're probably not talking about pitchers. And your pitchers would be in their own realm. But then Mario Rivera and Trevor Hoffman will be in their own.
Yeah, that's different. Rivera's the goat of closing. Like it's not even close.
I remember when he was a starting pitcher.
I know that was crazy, right? Then he got converted to being a closer.
All right, let me hold on here because I got to play this. All right, here we go. We're going to play a few minutes of this, people. This is a tribute that I saw today to Bill Russell, but it talks about his philosophies on life more than just basketball. So hold on one second here. Get some sound here.
Philosophy was Popeye. I am what I am. To your satisfaction, not to anybody else's. To yours is do the best you can. I never considered myself a leader. My ambition was to try to conduct myself in a fashion that my father could be proud of. I remember the proudest day I had. We played one-on-one, and I got his respect. That was the most important day in basketball. My father always emphasized to me and my brother, nobody can help you unless you help yourself first. Self-help. That was the kind of the philosophy. Athlete's responsibility, assess what do I have and how can I use that to make the world a better place for everybody. My responsibility to you and your response for me is the same. I will respect your humanity and you respect mine. One of the reasons we found Mentor, the idea is to who can you bring with you? When I think about Kobe Bryant was a young guy that played up to his ability. You could maybe outplay him, but you could not outwork him.
Bill Russell, people.
I believe it too.
Special, man. Special stuff.
It's crazy. You see a lot of Bill Russell autos before. Now you're gonna see. You're not gonna see that many anymore. Those things are gonna be hard to come by.
Oh, if you see them, you'll probably see higher prices.
Yep.
All right, so we got Mervin saying, I think when it reaches a certain amount of people sharing the same Wi-Fi, you'll start to see diminishing.
Yeah.
This is going to be some talk, man. The Wi-Fi situation, when I first heard about this, you'll probably hear about this at some time or another between now and the next match.
Mm-hmm.
But I think every show will check this box and make sure that their Wi-Fi is working, because there are just more and more transactions at shows that are dependent on the Wi-Fi.
Agree.
Gold Label Sports, thank you for being here, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here.
Damn.
Can't wait till tomorrow. The Reverend Rips, fellas, they don't make him like him anymore. What is up? No, they don't. I think Bill Russell was cut from a different cloth. This came from a different time. I always felt when I was younger that he was put in Boston for a reason. Because you think about the probability of him getting there. But he definitely left his mark. First African-American coach in the NBA. A player coach for a few championships there. Beat Jerry West many, many times. many, many times. So,
yep.
He's something special, man. Something to be remembered. I'm pretty sure the NBA will do things. The NBA Finals trophy is named after him, but I'm pretty sure there'll be some tributes, so there'll be something at All-Star break or something.
Yeah, it has to be. Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah. Demetrius, what's up, man? Yeah, Bill Russell was true class act. 100%. You know what's funny? This is funny, right? So when I was younger, I liked autographs. I used to want Bill Russell's autograph. For a long time, really up until he retired, Bill Russell would not sign autographs, man.
Nope.
He said he thought that was the dumbest thing in the world. Like, why would someone come up to me and ask me for an autograph, and then I scribble something on a piece of paper or material and give it back to him? He was like, let's cherish the moment. Let's have a conversation. Let's get to know one another. Tell me something about you. I'll tell you something about me. Let's take a picture.
Uh-huh.
But wait, autographs. Yeah.
Shoot.
Big John, what's up, man?
Big John, what's up?
Good to have you here. So, JG, what else do you want to get into, man? What else is just so you know, I'm tracking a card as we speak on eBay.
On what? What are you tracking?
It's a James Wiseman
card. Well, I just bought a Dr. Doom 1975 PSA sticker from I don't know why I bought it. I mean, why not? Stickers are hard to grade anyway. I think
Where'd you get it from? eBay?
Yeah. You're not going to be able to find none of this. Oh, then I got the I think that this is 75-year anniversary, so I think all the 75-year prisms, because it has the logo on it on the back with the 75 on it, I think those are going to hold value just because of the number of the what season we're in. So
yeah, I think so.
I've been looking at that, but they're expensive. You know how prisms are, because in the beginning they're super high, and then a few months later it drops. So you just got to be patient with that stuff.
Yeah, that price is most likely.
That thing is crazy. Who's it? Kay Cunningham's a lot, Jalen Green, all of them. So you just gotta let it slowly go down.
I can't wait to watch these second-year players this season.
Me either, bro. Everybody's waiting for Zion.
I'm gonna weed through who's for real out here. This is weed through all the hype and the talk. Let's get through all that and find out who is the real player. Who get that thing done?
Who are they talking? People were talking about Kate Cunningham the last show we went to. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was bringing him up and everything. So I don't know.
Well, even at the National, it looks like Trevor Lawrence, man, was very popular.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Tua. What's that boy's name? Tua. Yeah, Tua. Everybody's on Tua. Why? I don't get it.
People are talking about Dak Prescott. I was watching NFL Network today.
Oh God. Well, that's the Cowboys. They paid him a little bit of money to talk about him. You know that. Dak Prescott ain't gonna do a thing.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? Let me just ask everyone this question. Every year, the Jets come up.
Why?
But every year, like clockwork. Every year the Philadelphia Eagles come up,
They might be good this year though.
but they might not.
That's a big might too.
Every year the Dallas Cowboys come up.
That's different.
Every team I just named, the Jets haven't done anything since the 60s. The Eagles haven't done anything since Randall Cunningham was that quarterback.
They won a championship. Don't be rude, FD.
Oh, yeah, they did. That's right.
Yeah, you know who they beat, right? Don't forget.
Damn, forgot about that.
Don't forget who they beat. Don't forget who they beat.
That surely went over my head.
Don't forget who they beat, FD.
Let's take out that blip in the
They beat
the occurrence of life. And then the Cowboys haven't done anything since the 90s.
Cowboys, man. I'm telling you, Jerry Jones pays them to talk about them. That's all it
When was
is.
the last time the Cowboys won the playoffs? Talking playoffs. When was the last time?
Oh no, I don't even know the last time they actually did something like that.
I don't know.
They're always hype and then boom, they just
See, Reverend Rips. Reverend Rips is what I'm talking about.
yeah.
The New York media, the Philly media, and the Dallas media.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking
Those cities love their teams, that's why. Especially in New York. If you play for the Knicks, Rangers, Nets, Mets, Yankees, whoever you play for, Giants, they're always going to be talking about them.
Reverend Rip says, I have met my share of celebrities and athletes, and getting an auto was not top of mind. Picture was cool, but talking to them was key. This statement right here is, well, Bill Russell hung his hat. Didn't care about the rest. It was about interactions with people.
I already have if I was going to meet Kyrie today, I was going to have a full-on 20-minute conversation with him, but that plan didn't work out. I brought my cards. I brought some shoes. I thought he was going to be there. My source let me down.
So I got a story to tell. So do you know who drafted? You know Kenny the Jet on TNT?
Yeah.
Do you know who drafted him?
I want to say I just know he's known for the Rockets.
Yeah, but before that, he was with the Kings.
Oh,
I don't think they were in Sacramento yet, but he was with the Kings.
yeah.
Bill Russell drafted Kenny the Jets, man.
Oh, really?
Bill Russell was the coach of the team.
Well, they were the St. Louis Kings, or who? What?
Yeah, the St. Louis Kings. Yeah. Before they went to Sacramento. So he drafts him, and he would make Kenny the Jet sit by him on buses and planes all the time. He wanted to teach him. So Kenny the Jet is sitting by him one day, and Bill Russell is going through some guys that he's thinking about acquiring, bringing to the team, some future people he wants to draft. And he was Kenny the Jet. They were in a conversation, and Bill Russell was pointing out different foreign players that he wants to bring in, right? And Kenny the Jet is like, okay, but then he says, but why would we want to bring in foreign players when we have so many good players here in the NBA in America?
Mm-hmm.
And Bill Russell says to him, young man, let me explain to you. In order to play and have the greatest basketball game that we can have, we got to be about inclusion.
Yeah.
Now, bro, this was a conversation that was conducted years ago.
That's
years
wild.
ago. This is what Bill Russell's mind was.
That's wild.
Years ago.
And it's true. That is 100% true.
He was a man before his time.
That thing is crazy. Diversifying the game. And that helped too. Look at all the players that came in overseas.
Yeah. It helped to change the game. I mean, there's been championships that teams and players and it's touched the game. And the former commissioner was all about that too. So Demetrius says Jets people still thinking about the 68 team. That's where I was, Demetrius. But then I was reminded that that there was a team that beat the Brady team. So Smoothness 1000. NFC East is arguably the worst division. Telling you.
It is, yeah.
I think it's horrible. Really.
They used to be remember they were the NFC beasts in that division?
Yeah.
Now they're not even that good.
Mm-hmm. Trevor says, good evening, guys. What's going on? What is going on?
Well, football's back next week, so that's a good thing. So I'm excited about that.
What is that?
I mean, anything is enough for me because baseball don't cut it for me like that.
Well, it'll be interesting to see who gets hurt And how soon?
Oh, don't say
Because
that.
you know, let's just be for real.
Yeah, something always happens in the preseason, so I hope nothing happens to my team, anybody's team.
You know, Julio and Brady are about to unleash, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. How old is Julio? Let me see how old Mr. Jones is, because
They could start this, right?
Julio. Oh, he's
33.
33.
Yeah.
Sheesh, he's still young.
His next birthday is in February.
Woo.
Right around the time he's preparing for the Super Bowl.
they're gonna they're probably gonna play in it. Dang, that's gonna be crazy. They just got their receiving core is a lot bigger now, so they're just gonna
over under 15 touchdowns. How many does Julio have?
Oh, 15? Come on, FD. You think that's reasonable?
JD, you serious?
He's not gonna get 15.
I'm gonna put him over 15 touchdowns.
He's not. Hold on. Let me see what the highest.
Oh, Trevor says any predictions? Well, I got Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl, Trevor. Well, you want to know AFC? That's a big question.
Probably the Raiders.
I don't know. That's a big question. You got the Raiders out there. You have, but you know what's interesting? You know who plays Week 1? I was just looking at today.
Who?
Raiders versus the Chargers.
I know. I'm debating about going. I'm really debating on going to that game, but
I bet you the Chargers win that game.
Yeah, it's opening day. Come on now, you know how that goes.
What does that have to do with anything about balling out?
Football is weird. The home team always wins. Home team always they don't disappoint, but who knows?
I don't know about that.
Let me see. Oh, it's possible. Let me see who had the most touchdowns in the season.
Oh, it's possible. The most touchdowns in the season is Randy Moss with Tom Brady, 23. After that is Jerry Rice at 22.
Randy Moss. Woo. All right, touchdowns was who is it?
I'm gonna say
Cooper Kupp had 16. Mike Evans had 14, and Jamar Chase 13, DK 12, and Devontae.
I'm gonna put Julio at 16, 17.
Goodness gracious, that's a lot.
It's like one a week.
Not
really.
We'll see. Well, they do got a receiving core, so it's possible.
Well, you got to think Gronk is out there, and you got Mike Evans on the other side. You know these boys about to clown.
No,
Mike Evans has had the most touchdowns of any receiver in the NFL. I think in the last 4 seasons, he was catching balls with famous Jameis.
No, they even had Marquise Goodwin too. They got a whole squad, and then they got Scotty Barnes or whatever his name is, Scotty Young, Scotty Too Hot, whatever the white boys. You know,
they got wide receivers, they got running backs. About to be a problem.
But the crazy part is their defense is better than their offense.
Exactly. So who do you think is going? Well, that's comparing it to last year. It won't be the same way this year. Yeah. Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl from the AFC?
The Raiders.
Okay, you're gonna say Raiders?
No, I don't know. Realistically, probably. I don't know because the Chiefs, man. I get it. They still got Mahomes and everything, but still,
they're not going to a Super Bowl. I think Mahomes is about to have one of the roughest seasons of his career
because they lost that quick lightning strike weapon. I mean, without Tyreek Hill, they were not going to beat the Bills with that like 5-second touchdown.
To me, without Tyreek Hill, that means that there's less of a stretch of the defense, which means there's going to be more pressure on Mahomes.
A lot. Now you don't have to play that. Oh, we got to play the safety deep to make sure we don't get beat. They can play them a little bit closer to the line.
Pittsburgh Steelers, I think, about to struggle. No, let me throw out some things I'm thinking here. Cincinnati Bengals will not be back. Do you know how many times? It's a crazy amount of times Burrow got hit last year. I mean, crazy. I think the number is over 200 sometimes. Hit to the ground, hit, knocked down, touched in some way. That's not good long term. Kansas City Chiefs, I think I'm just going to go down these AFC teams. I think Mahomes is probably about to have a flip career where he was very successful up front, and he's going to struggle a little bit on the back end starting this year. New England Patriots most likely will go to the playoffs. They have a good system. Mac Jones looks like he's in better shape. Belichick said the other day that he can see a more snap on his ball. better reads. He studied his playbook during the offseason, and he's lost some weight and got in better shape. Pittsburgh Steelers will struggle. I hope nobody thinks the Pittsburgh Steelers are about to. Buffalo Bills are a team to keep your eye on. This could be a team that could be in the Super Bowl or in the mix of who's going to the Super Bowl. We're about to find out a lot about Allen. We talked about a few weeks ago that this is a real year for him to take a step. Will he take a step up or will he take a step back down? So we'll see. But don't sleep on the Buffalo Bills. Keep your eye on them. OJ, the wide receiver that was with the Rams last year. He may be going to the Bills. What's his name?
Odell
Beckham. Odell Beckham may be with the Bills soon. We'll see. Who we got left here? Baltimore Ravens will only go as far as Lamar Jackson will take them. He likes to run the football. I think everybody's seeing that. He needs to throw the football more. I hope he does that more, or do a combination that can keep people on their heels. He had some great games last year until he got hurt. We don't need him hurt this year.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Raiders could take a big strides this year. This is another. We're talking about Josh Allen, Derek Carr. Yeah. Better be ready. We've changed coaches out. We have a new system in. McDaniels is there. We have talent. Devontae Adams showed up. I think there's still question marks at the running back position. So we got to see what's happening. Because if you think Jacobs can run for 17 weeks, you're fooling yourself.
Yeah.
Let me just jump out of this conference and just talk about Christian McCaffrey. I was on the phone with a friend the other day. He asked me, is Christian McCaffrey going to get hurt? I said, hell yeah, he's going to get hurt. You already know this right now. McCaffrey will be hurt. He's undersized. And the only running back I've ever known to make it that's undersized is Warwick Dunn. Just putting that out there. If anybody's out here like, man, Christian McCaffrey's about to do this, I don't think so.
Especially with that quarterback situation.
Yes, that's gonna put more pressure on him. Think about it. You got Baker and you got what is his name?
Darnold.
Yeah. You got him there. That puts more pressure on McCaffrey to block and to run. They're gonna be asking him to run a lot, man. They're gonna be asking him to catch screens, little dumps out of the backfield, a bunch of stuff. He's gonna get touched a lot this season. We'll see what happens. Let me get back on the case here. Indianapolis Colts, I don't see anything happening there. I saw a bunch of fans at Colts training camp today. Just don't see it. Who else we got? Tennessee Titans. That's a done deal. I actually feel sorry for Henry. Who are their wide receivers?
Yeah, they don't even got A.J. Brown anymore.
No. And I mean, Julio, both of them was like, you know what? We got to get out of here. You got Tannehill, but the only bright spot of them for the future is that you got the quarterback from Liberty. So we'll see what happens there. I don't see Tannehill probably starting after week 5. You might as well go with the new guy and see what he can do. He'll probably have to run for his life. Denver Broncos, another team. We got to see who this team is. This team has a defense, had a defense last year. Now they have a quarterback to get the ball to people. Drew Lock is gone. My question is Drew Lock about to start for Seattle?
He should. I don't see why they wouldn't.
So you brought in Drew Lock to throw
DK.
DK, who's $30 million signing bonus, 50-something million guaranteed. He's out there on the island, can't get the ball. I don't understand that. Doesn't make sense to me. But who am I? I'm just FD. So Denver Broncos could be in the mix, man.
No, I believe it. But,
it could be like so. Miami Dolphins. Tua's been given all.
They've been given all types of love,
all kind of talent around him. I don't think his arm is strong enough to be an NFL quarterback. I could be wrong. The Jets. I hear a lot of people talking about Zach Wilson, right?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know either. I hear a lot of people saying that of who he's going to be, talking about his cards. I just don't see that. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. Cleveland Browns. We
Yeah,
should know soon. We should know soon about Watson. Do we? I don't think I know anything yet about Watson.
it all depends on Watson, right? It all depends on Watson. What
I
he's
think they
gonna.
must know something. He's probably gonna have a pretty decent year there. Houston Texans. I don't see anything. Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. I want everybody in here to tell me, are they a believer in Trevor Lawrence this year in Jacksonville? Leave a comment. Just give me a thumbs up.
Do you
Let
believe
me
him?
know. Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah,
I do not.
it's
I
too
could
early.
be wrong. I could be wrong.
It's too early for me. You gotta see. You gotta show me something. You didn't even show me nothing. In the usually, rookies will have
Well,
like.
I got to at least say this on his behalf. He couldn't show us anything last year.
I know, but at least a rookie will show us something. Like show me.
Well, he has a new system in place. He has new players around him. It's set up for him to be successful.
No, but I'm just saying. Like usually a quarterback will do something crazy to build, hype us up. But I didn't see anything from him. It may be like a little play, but nothing.
I think he will soon.
I mean, they have a whole new receiving core.
Yeah, he has pieces around him. He has a new system in place.
His coaching, his coaches in this.
Yeah, all that stuff. I don't even want to speak on it, but all that stuff is just gone. So it's time for him to come through. I know I've talked to people who say they do believe, and I believe because they believe.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know if that's going to happen.
We'll see.
Let's see here. JD, do you have your eyes focused on career yet? Bro, it is fun talking hockey with you.
Yeah, Reverend, you gotta give me a minute because I'm trying to go big. I'm just gonna try to go start myself small and then working my way up. His prices are quite high.
So the Reverend says over under the number of games. I say 8 for Julio before injury. Julio's playing the whole season.
Yeah, he's playing.
And I only say this, Reverend Reps, because Julio, I firmly believe, and I said this the day they signed him, Julio has been working with Brady's people now probably for months, probably since last offseason.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I 100% believe that.
Yep. Some of the routes I've already seen him run in preseason doesn't look like Julio from Tennessee.
So
Julio has some soft tissue damage.
Yeah.
Or inflammation or things that can be a problem. You're trying to run around so as a speed position. I think he is already well beyond healing, working with people. I think he plays way more than 8 games.
Yeah, but I mean, when you play with the greatest quarterback of all time, you get a little pep in your step.
But you also got Mike Evans on the other side.
That's what I'm saying. You got an extra pep in your step. So I don't see him slowing. I don't see him taking it off this year.
Reverend, let's remember this. I'm way over 8. Way over.
I'm way over 8 too.
I say he plays more than 12 games throughout the season.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah. This is about to be some people. This is not like they went out and signed Russell Westbrook. They didn't go get Russell Westbrook. I got a message. No, they're about to do something. Trevor, Chargers could have top 3 defense. They could.
They could.
That's going to be the thing that's going to be great for them. And that's why I think they're going to beat the Raiders in week 1.
We'll see. It's different.
It's not because I want to hate on JD. I'm just looking at football. I would love to see Derek Carr take off and do his thing.
Yeah, me too. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to go to LA first game, but I mean, they're technically going to be at home because all the Charger fans are Raider. LA's a Raider town, so
yeah,
every time we go. So we'll see. I'm debating. I want to go to that game too, but I want to go to the new stadium. I want to go to Vegas.
See, Trevor's thinking what I'm thinking. Julio Jones could pull them off. So I've told this to several people, just like when he left Oakland. Let me tell y'all a story. So I bought tickets early in the season, and I was living in Northern California. I'm like, man, Randy Moss is with the Oakland Raiders. Let me go check him out, right? So I get tickets early. Gets down to the end of the season. Randy Moss, I think, was put on suspension or unable to perform.
Yeah, he did not want to play
back and forth with Art Shell. He was at the last 5-6 games of the season. So I go see, still got the tickets. I go see Oakland play the St. Louis Rams at the time. Randy Moss is on the field, not even on the bench.
Wow. And
so at that point, Art Shell had banished him to an oblivion. And I was thinking, we were talking today with a friend that at that point, Randy Moss was not first ballot Hall of Famer. he was going to wait if he was going to get in the Hall of Fame. I remember around that same time I met Jim Otto, who used to play with the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
And I had him sign a Raiders Randy Moss jersey with the number 18 on it.
Uh-huh.
And Jim Otto was like, "You want me to sign this guy's jersey? This guy's not even going to be a Hall of Famer." That's what he tells me, man.
Shit.
Right? Randy goes, gets with Tom Brady,
and boom.
Booyah.
Well, so we used to have the jersey or what?
Yeah, so the jersey.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Otto was on it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I just asked him to sign it because I thought he would say something just like what he said. People hated on Randy, man. Randy had to go somewhere and get business. When he scored those 23 touchdowns, and then when he got the broadcasting booth, all that is out the window.
Yeah, but remember first he went to Tennessee? Oh, no, he went to Tennessee after, right?
He went to Tennessee at the end.
Yeah, never mind. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah, at the very end. He was with the Raiders, then went to Tennessee. I mean, the 49ers, then went to Tennessee. Yep. Rams versus Bills. I'd say the Bills won that game. I don't think me personally, I just don't think the Rams are going to do what people think they're going to do. I just don't see it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, football's different. It's really hard to go back to back, honestly.
Think about how they won that Super Bowl. They went out and got Beckham. They went out and got
Von
Miller. I can tell you this. Aaron Donald doesn't want to be double teamed. So that's why they went out and got Ndamukong Suh at one point. Then they went out and got the other outside linebacker, walk-up Ian from Jacksonville. They want someone to put pressure on so Aaron Donald can do his damage in the middle. I don't know who's on that defensive line this year that's going to do that. So I think we're back to probably 3 years ago. And so then we'll see. Stafford might be exposed.
That's gonna be crazy, huh?
But I still say Stafford had a hand in Megatron. Just go like I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and retire.
Even Andrew Luck retired early, but I mean you gotta take care of yourself.
But let me just say this: Andrew Luck was getting destroyed.
That's 100% true.
He was getting destroyed. I was actually happy for him that he made a decision to put himself above what was going on around him. Like he was. I would love the Steelers to get to the bowl, but their schedule to start the season is tough. I just don't know about that quarterback.
Who is it? It's
the guy from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the guy from Pitt.
Let me see. What is his name? I hate to say the guy from Pittsburgh.
Oh, man, what's his name?
Kenny Pickett.
There you go. He's a local kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't even know Pitt and the Steelers share the same training facility.
So you got Kenny Pickett, and then you got Mitch Trubisky. So Mitch Trubisky might be starting the season off, or probably back starting. So, I mean, who knows? Gold Label says Bengals going to thrive this year. Chargers going to surprise some people. The Bengals. They need some help on that offensive line. Chargers, I think, might do quite well. Patriots too. I agree with that. Bills will be back too. I can see that. Packers are my team, and I'll take it game by game. I think it's best to take it game by game because I don't think they're going to have a good season. They're leaning on Lazard to be their main wide receiver. I was watching on NFL Network today and watching them in camp, and I think what they're thinking is that Devontae Adams started out like Lazard. And from what I understand, I think Lazard grew since he's been in the NFL, 3-4 inches.
Yeah.
So that he came in 6'1", I think 96.5. So they're looking for him to be like, to go the Adams route. Where Adams was dropping a few balls, then cleaned that up, and then took off. But we'll see. Yep, Packers do choke each year. And the consolation prize is Aaron Rodgers winning MVP or something.
Where do you put Aaron Rodgers overall and quarterbacks? He's in your top 10?
I think I would put him in top 10. I don't know if he's in top 5. That's what I'm. That's my.
Yeah, who do you like better, Eli Peyton Manning or Rodgers?
I will go with Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Chiefs are a Super Bowl contender each year with Mahomes. I just don't think so. I'm telling you, I think you're gonna see a flip. I think you're gonna see a career that was the bomb up front. This guy in the
Who
playoff.
told me this? What's
And
his
then
name?
you
What's that guy's name? The guy was sitting at the premiere show. I forget. Oh my god, Chris. He was telling me Patrick Mahomes' career reminded him of Brett Favre. So successful in the beginning of his career, and then slowly just sizzled out. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. I guess that would be some kind of comparison, but that's what I think is going. You're talking about CDG, Chris.
Yeah. The vintage guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super knowledgeable about vintage. I was just like, gee,
Yeah.
how do you know all this stuff?
Colts is my sleeper AFT team. I think they're gonna keep sleeping forever and ever.
Yeah, well, we beat them. They're the reason why we made the playoffs because we got them. Man, I don't think the Colts are going to be that good either. Anyway,
I agree with Golab on this. We're taking like on some things here. Brady is about to snap.
yeah,
Don't be
I
surprised
believe it.
if Brady's your MVP this year.
he might be. He might win MVP too. I believe it. He's just too good. How do you get better when you're getting older? He's
You
just
see
like-
that when they got hurt, they brought in Shaq Barrett.
They did.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
You know Brady's running that. Brady's running that show.
I mean, whenever you're able to play with the GOAT, you're gonna go.
Brady's running that show. If Brady said, "Hey JD, I need you, man. I need you to move on down here to Tampa and run that DB position, that right DB for me. What you got?"
Yeah, we already talked about this. I'm jumping on the next flight over there.
As soon as he said, "Hey FD," I'm already in the air talking to him. What do you need me to be, man?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I've been on this.
What? The right guard position. Okay, bro.
Wait, hold on. And you'd be like, hold on, you paying this first class anyway, so I'm already there.
Well, I don't care if I'm flying Southwest Airlines, bro.
Oh, you gotta stop because the people that went to the National Food Spirit.
I'm going straight to Tampa.
Hey, when you fly, do you do layovers or straight?
No, I like to eliminate a layover.
Exactly. I'm taking that straight.
Straight to the gate. That's what we used to say. We used to say at work. Take it straight to the next gate, man.
I agree.
Now, if I have to, then I want to reduce my total travel time.
I do not like doing layovers. That just wasted so much time.
Coach Deitch, solid. I can't trust Ryan.
Well, Matt Ryan choked. You're up 28-3. How you do that?
I thought he was mighty ice though. He had the ice in his back.
Well, how you do that? How you up 28-3 and choke that game? How do you do that?
That's because you played the GOAT.
28-3. Goodness. But
Anytime you see stuff that you've never seen, you probably know there was a GOAT on the field or on the court.
He's on the GOAT.
So Drew Lock can throw deep. He can, but he can't throw accurately to a receiver moving, running around. Because I'm telling you, I've watched a lot of. I never invested in Drew Lock. Never bought his cars. But I used to watch a lot of his games.
Where did he go? Oh, he went to Mizzou.
Yeah, he went to Mizzou. Broncos. Now he's with Seattle. He can throw. Now he can put the ball in the air, but you may have to run 15 yards, 10 yards to go get that ball.
Extra 15.
You know, there's a lot of quarterbacks like that, man.
That's wild.
Dude, that's only so many quarterbacks, bro, that can hit the tip of this from 40 yards away.
That's hard to do.
If you can do that, you're great, and you will be in the Hall of Fame. It's no joke.
Separates people.
Aaron Rodgers can do that. I'll tell you the people right now that can do that. Aaron Rodgers can do that. Brady can do that. Peyton Manning could do that.
He could do that in his sleep.
We're going to learn more about how accurate is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but all his plays are just
a lot of these guys, man, make his throws right. Think about the cheetah. How many times he was moving around with that ball's in the air?
He's throwing him to get open. That's the secret.
Yeah, and when you say that, it's when the quarterback is just throwing the ball. Reverend Reps, cars I would not be holding: Jones, Wilson, T. Law, Tanny, Locke, Baker, Tua. I just want to know this, and I'm not. I try not to be, because none of us know everything, right? I don't know it all. I don't know, and I don't even act like I know it all. But what did people see in Baker Mayfield?
I have no idea.
I just don't get. I don't understand it. I don't get. That's one play I just don't get. Locke, I can understand. He looks like the NFL prototype quarterback.
Oh, because he had like a good career in Oklahoma, didn't he? So everybody was hyped. I think he was the only quarterback that came out that year.
Yeah.
So
Wilson, I don't get it either, but I really don't understand what's
you don't
up.
like Wilson?
I just don't. We'll see what kind of quarterback he is, man. You know, the quarterback position, man, is the toughest thing to play in probably any sport. It's one of the toughest positions. You got to know everything that's happening on the field. You got an arm to get the ball there. You have to adjust to a scheme that morphs into something else, because that's what almost every defense does.
Mm-hmm.
You can't show tendencies, because I can't be eyeing you down, JD, before you run your route and then throw the ball to you. This is not a college D1. You can still do that. High school, you can definitely do that. I just can't throw something unless I have a Randy Moss out there. Most wide receivers, you just can't throw something. They go get it.
I agree. It's different.
It's rough.
It's hard for them.
It's rough. So Trevor says Waller and Winfrey will eat with Devontae on the outside of McDaniel. They will. And I think it's going to help Waller out a lot, because last year we're just throwing the ball to Waller. He's double team. We're just throwing the ball to Waller. I watched several games. I watched the game where the Raiders ran the same play three downs in a row and threw the ball to Waller.
Was that the Monday night game?
Yes. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He got 22 targets that game.
You can't do that. You can't do that, man. Yeah, if you're going to do that, you might as well go design plays in the dirt with a stick and then get after it. You can't do that. Doesn't work like that.
Crazy.
But I think, the fact that Adams is there with these guys, Winfrey is a worker. He will work routes. He'll run them hard.
Yeah.
He will run hard. So I think it's going to be interesting what McDaniel does in that system, man.
I mean, we'll see. I'm just gonna wait.
All this will expose Carr if he's not on his game.
That's why he has more pressure now.
I think Daniel Jones and Drew Lock surprised this year. Okay.
Maybe Daniel Jones, because Daniel Jones.
Brave, if you're going here, you know what? The first 3 weeks, I'm gonna roll with you. Daniel Jones and Drew Lock. I'll ride with you on these guys. I don't think too much of both of them. I've watched a lot of their games. New offenses with multiple weapons will help a lot. Giants have one of the easiest schedules this year, and Seattle has a solid team. We'll see. I'm gonna ride with you though, Ray. Each week we're gonna talk about this.
I think Daniel Jones is gonna make a comeback. He's been in the same system for the last 3-4 years, or same familiar. I think he'll be all right next year.
All right. Julio could score 12 touchdowns just in the red zone. This is what I'm saying. Because he's built like he could be the tight end.
That's true.
This is what people don't. This is what I'm talking about. So no Gronk, Julio feels big target. Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Again, I'm at 15. What did I say? 15, 17?
You said 15.
I'm going to bump it up to 17. I'm going to go 17 touchdowns. I'm not going to be shy about it, JD.
I could tell. It's 17. That's a lot.
Well, if
that means he has to have like a 3-4 touchdown game.
That was what happened. I say if you're in fantasy and you're not picking up Julio.
Oh, I didn't do it.
I don't know how you do it.
Do you do fantasy?
I've done fantasy for the last 15 years. I was going to take this year off.
I have to do one. Man.
You don't do fantasy?
I do, but I just do it for fun. I need to do it for
No, I've gotten into some paid leagues and
you won?
I came in second 1 year by just a few points. Came in third. Typically, I'm top 3 every year.
Well, let me tell you, mine's last year. I was last place, week 7, and then my team went on a run. We made it to the finals. We were in the last place, and we made a run. I think we had Devontae. It was crazy. It was. I forgot who the breakout star last year was. Debo. Debo was a breakout star. I picked up Debo. Yeah, I picked up Debo.
We haven't even talked about the 49.
Yeah, picked up Debo at week 4, and he took off, and that's how I got back into my league. But usually, man, football's whew, it's a
You know,
quarterback.
the Burbank show. I'm gonna bring a few cars to great.
You're gonna go. Oh, you're gonna take some guard. Oh yeah, they're doing Beckett.
So Debo Prism Gold out of 10 with a patch and auto. It's gonna be one of them.
You have one?
Yeah, bro.
How much was that when you bought it? Is it Select or Prism?
This is Prism, sir.
Oh wow.
Yeah, double down. This is yeah, I got it for a little over 1,000.
Damn. What you think is gonna gem? Or you're doing Beckett, right?
Yeah. No, I may do PSA on that. I don't know. We'll see what the slab doctor's talking about.
Sheesh. Dang, 11. So a bit. 11,
Yeah. So
9, it's probably like a $1,500 card.
mhm. Mhm.
You
All right.
gotta receive. I feel like receiving wide receivers and running backs, their market isn't as strong as a
It's
quarterback.
not. It's not.
So you gotta move that thing quick or just hold
No,
it.
not really. I think I'm just gonna hold on to that.
Yeah. But that's the scary part because he might, his production might drop.
It could.
Yeah. But it's still rare though.
JD, I think you know me by now, dude. I do my own thing. I
Yeah, I
don't.
know. You don't care. You're just like whatever.
I'm not rolling with the. I got to move this before this week, and probably may not go that way. So Rams only beat the 49ers in the playoffs because it's almost impossible to win 3 times versus the same team in a season.
I think they beat them in the play. They beat them in the playoffs too. But who made that? Who made a play? I think it was Odell made a play that got them there.
So going back to fantasy, 1 year, Odell Beckham's rookie year, he goes undrafted, right? I'm 10-0, bro, in the season. Odell starts heating up in the season, right? A guy in the league picks him up, beats me in the final game just because really Odell Beckham. I know I could have went that whole season undefeated.
You went undefeated in a season? Damn, you're good.
I could have. Oh, yeah, I'm on my schedule, man. I'm on my schedule. I know who my quarterbacks are. I'm tweaking my roster every single week.
Who do you usually pick up? How do you usually do it? You go receiving or running back first?
No, I'm unorthodox, man, in everything I do, right? So a lot of years I'm picking quarterback first.
That's how I did it.
I go really unorthodox. I should usually most of the time shake up the whole league. Last year, I drafted Mahomes and Brady.
That's crazy.
Just to make sure no one else had Mahomes, because I was going to get Brady anyway.
Oh, that's true. That way you have it. So that way no one's. You know, Mahomes be having like a 70-point game sometimes.
And the people who wait till the 5th pick to get a quarterback, like, okay, if that's what you want to do.
You know,
If somebody told you those are the rules, then that's what you do.
I'm about to do that this year. Oh man, because Mahomes.
But then if you do that, bro, you got to make sure you have probably at least one sleeper pick that people are not thinking about. And Cheetah used to be that for me. So I would pick high for quarterback and then get Cheetah later, and then it flips on itself. But if you don't get that sleeper, then you got a problem.
Mine was always Devontae Adams and Devontae. God, what was the other receiver that was always? He'll always eat. Man, was it?
What always gets me is people take, like, when Ezekiel Elliott was high, people taking him high. People are going to take Justin Jefferson high, but that's usually a sleeper. Just like Odell was a sleeper that year. Every year, there's a sleeper player, typically, that will raise their head late in the season.
Yeah, football's about averaging. So if they average like 15 touchdowns a season, they're gonna get it. It just comes in spurts. You just gotta be patient. That's why it's crazy, man.
Yeah. All right, so we got Trubisky is going to start as he should. He'll probably finish the season too. I just don't know who the other quarterback is. F the Packers. Big John. As a Chicago Bear fan, I feel you. That Sox hat is 5. Thank you, Oliver. See, Oliver knows, man. We talk about this Chicago gear. And I just cleaned this hat up too the other day just to make sure that it was presentable.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's your opinion on Justin Fields? I don't know enough about him.
You told me you told me how many times he's gonna run for his life
Yeah,
again.
he's ran for his life last year. This year, I want to learn more about him. I think he's going to be nice if I learn more about him. In college, I thought it was special.
You like Trey Lance better or him?
I don't know enough about Trey Lance. I have to watch these people play, man. That's just a part of my like. I got to see Trey. How no one has really seen Trey Lance play.
That thing was crazy. That boy had they had a video of him throwing a bomb, and his releases looked so bad.
But do you know how many players can throw far that don't make it in the NFL?
Not a lot.
It's not. Oh, it's a lot.
Jeez, that's
It's not
crazy.
about throwing far. It's about being accurate. It's not about.
That's true.
Man, he threw 70 yards in the air. That usually doesn't last long.
Or throwing them open.
That's the phrase.
Throwing them open.
I never forget we were in practice, and our quarterback threw a ball that was like horrible. And the coach asked him, "What the hell are you doing?" You know what he said? "Coach, I was throwing them open." Then he got blasted with all kind of stuff thrown at him about his ability level and how he's about to sit the bench and just keep.
Told him that?
Oh yeah, man. Well, our coaches didn't play, bro. And the same thing happens in the NFL. You just don't see it on TV. These coaches are not. Their job is on the line.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, we had another player who was on the team. He's a real cool dude too. He ran the wrong route in practice one time. He was the left wide out. And the coach asked him, "What route did you run?" JD, he did this. He got just chewed out, man.
But
then the rest of the practice, coaches made him run around the practice field.
But if you run the wrong route in the game, and the quarterback throws it, he could either get hurt or you throw a pick six. Like there's so many things that could go wrong.
If you're a wide receiver to me and you're running wrong routes, you're setting someone up
for failure to get hurt,
get destroyed.
Exactly, 100%.
I think that's what coach was getting at. But he just made this dude just run. Man. He said, if you can't run routes, then you can just run on circles.
I believe it too. Because I think who got fined? Somebody in the Bills got fined like $200,000 for touching Josh Allen.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're touching your quarterback. What are you thinking?
I don't know why either, man. I don't even know why they.
Man, a quarterback could. A quarterback is so. I don't want to use the word fragile, but they can hit a hand on a helmet. They could dislocate a throwing finger. That's going to ruin your whole season. Why would you run in? Are you thinking and hit your quarterback? I don't get that.
Because that changes the franchise, man. That changes taking 100 steps forward or 1,000 steps back.
Oliver says Rodgers is just a regular season player. Could be. Maybe that's why he's MVP and not Super Bowl MVP.
That's true.
Because Brady will throw that over the fence. Man, you go ahead and take that, dog. I'm going to go ahead and get this big jewelry that people talk about 40 years from now. Christopher King says, I keep telling people Tyreek Hill is the reason the Chiefs beat my 49ers. Christopher King, you can tell them that, and I'll back you up. He is the reason. It's hard to keep up with that Olympic speed. He is the reason. This is why I think Mahomes is going to have a flip side this year. You're going to you already see him running and doing some stuff that people are starting to pick apart. Like, why is he doing that? You're going to see him throw some stuff, and Juju Smith-Schuster is not going to close on that ball.
Man, they better stop. Juju's not that good in the first place.
I think he's a possession receiver now, personally. Fields is good, but Chicago is not known for developing quarterbacks. Oliver has an excellent point. Yep, he said he doubles down on Big John. And just so everybody knows, Big John said F the Packers. Trevor, did I miss the Debo extension today? Did Debo get an extension today?
Yeah, $30 million guaranteed, I think.
Hold on, let me read this off. 3-year extension, worth up to 73.5 million. The deal is worth a maximum of $73.5 million over 3 years and includes $58.1 million in guarantees.
Receivers, they getting paid.
It says Samuel is the 7th wideout this offseason to sign a deal worth at least $24 million per year. Debo is about to get it. I just hope they can keep him at wide receiver.
Yeah, running back, yeah. Which makes no sense. Like, how is he so successful as a running back?
Because he hits the hole and he holds on to the ball and his legs are like no other. That's why.
That's wild.
He's a beast, bro.
He is a beast.
I hope Renfro eats. He followed me around his rookie year. Multicolor RPAs. I hope he does eat. He's a hustler. I mean, he's the kind of guy that the Patriots would love to have back in the day. I mean,
he's definitely a Patriots player.
And I love to see players that are like that, hungry, want it, going for it. Good, feed the guys. Good evening. How you doing? The Reverend Reps. I can see that because Brady throws a lot of 5-yard and touchdowns. Yeah, I'm telling you, Julio's about to snap people. Joe Burrow to the moon. I hope so. I just hope he's not hurt or injured or hit or something because they got to protect him more. This his ability. I don't question Burrow. I don't question his heart. I think he got a little dog in that chest. Don't question any of that. I drafted Tom Brady and Matt Stafford last year for my fantasy team. Feed the Gods doing the same thing I'm doing. I was saying feed the Gods. I took Mahomes and Brady. Unorthodox, and that's how I roll. Brian Robinson. I think Commander RB will do work. All right. When you say the word Commanders, my mind is already gone. I don't expect for that franchise to do anything.
Yeah, there's something else, man.
When you say Commanders, I think of Mark Rippon. I think of old teams. I don't think of Jamarcus Russell. What a bust! He got paid though.
Oh, he said
he did an interview that I need.
Yeah, but he said, "Call me the biggest bust" or something.
Young man got paid.
He got paid crazy. How do you?
60-something million.
That was a lot of money back then too.
Yeah, he's the reason why teams is like, hold up, we need a rookie salary cap.
Oh, that's the reason why they did that?
Oh, yeah, bro. You can't keep paying people like that and they come out and do nothing. And you know the story behind him, too, right? They asked him about watching some film. He was like, oh yeah, I'm watching film. They sent him a box of videos empty.
Yeah.
Asked him, what did you see? And he's describing plays, and they just went uncut. Feed the guys. Let's give J Love some real love. I think it's time for a Rod to retire already. A-Rod?
Aaron Rodgers.
As a kid growing up watching the Packers play, I've only seen them win one Super Bowl back in 2010. I always feel robbed. So, feed the guys, you a Packers fan?
Oh my god.
That's one.
Remember, it was a catch. Remember the Des Bryant thing? It was a catch. I remember that.
I think Des Bryant caught that ball.
Yeah, that was a catch.
And Tony Romo probably found themselves in the Super Bowl.
But yeah, I think he retired after that year, right? Or something happened to him.
So Reverend says Hartman will need to show up big. Who is Hartman?
Maurice Hart, the receiver on the other side.
You still talking about Packers? Who are we talking about?
No, he plays for the Chiefs. The receiver.
I don't see any of this happening, people. I could be wrong. I don't see it. The quarterback has the same time of protectiveness as a goalie in hockey. If somebody hurts their own, what's the point of being on the same team? I just think some of these guys just go. They're off the hike and they're just going. They're not really thinking. I will say this: if you're on the football field thinking a lot, usually something bad happens. So. Seriously, I've seen some people in practice, man. I used to hate when I played of doing a drill half speed.
Players?
I hated it as a player doing a drill half speed because JD, what happens is I'm doing the drill half speed, right? And you're like busting your ass on the drill. So then somebody's gonna get hurt or something's gonna happen. I remember I was a freshman. I tell these stories, and we're walking through. And I was on something called like the scout team as a freshman, right? I'm just simulating what the team we're gonna play that week, what offense they're running.
Yeah.
And so our starting defense was going against us. So I'm just on the scout team, just taking my steps, walking up to the linebacker. So we had this linebacker who's a senior, and he just comes through the hole, bro. Like this is game day, and the game is on the line, JD. He just comes through the hole. Right? Oh, okay. So the coach is on me. FD, what are you doing? You let that guy just shoot right through the gap. Just yelling, right? What are you doing? So I asked, can we run that play again? I'm 18 years old, JD. Can we run that play again?
You lit him up, huh?
We run that exact play again. I'm taking my steps. He comes to shoot the hole again, right? JD, I put my fist, kid you not, bro, right under his chin. Like a rip through.
Uh-huh.
His head snaps back. He looks at me and you can tell he's kind of dazed. And he like grabs my jersey. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said the same thing you was doing in the last play.
Yeah.
The exact same thing. And every time you come through this hole on a walkthrough, that way, I'm gonna introduce something to your chin.
And what did he say?
Nothing. Went back to his huddle. We're gonna run the next one.
But certain people have certain, sometimes they gotta go 100 because they might not.
No, man. No, certain people are trash in games, right? This dude was not that damn good, bro. He was trash in games, and we're gonna try to prove something out here in practice to make ourselves feel better at the expense of someone else. But my point is, you can hurt someone that way.
Yeah.
You can break fingers. You can do all kinds of stuff. What are you doing?
Somebody's gonna get hurt. And
I guess he thought that he was, 22. He's gonna run through these little freshmen out here. Let me show you the little freshmen how to play some ball. Okay, bro. All right. So we got Hartman. Oh, excuse me. I honestly think Joe Burrow could be Tom Brady 2.0. Thoughts? No, sir.
No way.
No, sir. Don't fool yourself. Feed the guys. Do not feed. People are trying to get in contact with me today. Do not fool yourself.
Nah.
He's a good player, though. I like Burrow. I like his heart.
But he's not as good as Tom Brady.
I just think in sport, this to be for real, right? There is no such thing as a 2.0.
No.
There's no Barry Sanders 2.0.
No.
There's no Walter Payton 2.0. No Tim Brown. No Jerry Rice 2.0. Randy Moss was not Jerry Rice 2.0.
No, I agree. Football is hard to duplicate.
None of that. We play the game. People who play in the game, they play it their own way. You kind of see in them how they played it, but I don't see that happening. The Reverend Rips. FD, what are your division winners earlier in
the Raiders? I think the Raiders.
Let me put something out here. I've done no prior research, but I'm gonna tell you what my gut is telling me.
Who do you think? The NFC West? I think I got the Ram. I got the Niners. NFC North, I got the Packers. NFC South, I got the Bucks. NFC East, I don't know. The NFC East could go anyway. Probably I'll go Eagles.
Okay, AFC East, I'm going Bills.
I'm going Bills.
AFC North, there really is no. I mean, one team stands out. It's going to be the Bengals.
I think the Ravens are going to win.
Okay. All right. You know Lamar better be healthy, right?
Oh, he's back.
Okay. So then we got AFC South.
That division, who cares at this point? I think the Colts are going to win that one. I don't see anybody. That division is going to be horrible.
This is a tough one to pick, man. I'll probably go Colts too.
I got Colts.
I'll go Colts as well. AFC West, I'm going to go Chargers.
I'm going to go Raiders. Not being biased.
The Chargers with the Broncos messing up somebody's year.
It better not be us, I'll tell you that much.
Just remember I said this. We'll go back and play some of this later. Just remember this. So NFC East.
I got Philly.
Excuse me. NFC East. I would also say Philly. I don't believe in the Cowboys.
Maybe you know what? I'll take the Giants. Give me the Giants.
All right, you go Giants. I'm going Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
NFC North.
You go Packers, FD. Come on, man. Maybe the Vikings might make a run, but as long as that quarterback's in Green Bay, good luck.
I'm gonna say Bears.
You're not being biased.
Look at my eyes. Bears. I'm saying
That'd
Bears.
be the funniest thing if they
Who
win.
you saying? You saying Packers?
I don't know. Probably Packers or the Vikings.
Okay. NFC North, Buccaneers. We don't even have to talk about this.
Yeah, that one's easy.
We talk about NFC West. I'm going for 49.
I'm going Niners.
The Reverend Reps. I'm here for you, bro. All day, all night. Feed the gods. I grew up watching the Packers with my grandfather. He was born over in Wisconsin. Being the first generation here, I was his big American thing to be normal. It was his big American thing. It always stuck with me ever since. I'll tell you one thing. I went to a Packers game.
You went to Packers Stadium?
Yeah.
Lambeau?
Yeah.
How was
Lambeau,
that like?
versus the Tennessee Titans.
Damn.
It was cold. So I went out and purchased an entire ski suit.
That's smart.
Everything. Gloves, socks, boots. And by the middle of the third quarter, bro, I was still cold. Started out the game, we were chilling. And then the bleachers were ice over, so you were sitting on ice. So I had to put like layers of some kind of comforter or something down to sit on that. And then after that third quarter, the coldness had come through that. You couldn't sit down anymore. I had to get up and walk around. Field is great. The stadium is wonderful. Every seat is a great seat. I mean, it's a beautiful place to see a football game.
Damn.
You walk in there, and it's almost like you took a step back in time. It is beautiful, man.
It's one of the oldest stadiums out in America right now.
It is beautiful, sir. I kid you not. I mean, that thing is, and the people I got up, I had a Bears jersey on.
That's crazy.
If I can find an old picture of FD.
How far was it from Chicago?
Ooh. Is that an hour and a half, 2 hour drive? It was
That's not bad.
It was at least 2 hours. If I can find anything from that. Yeah, I don't think I have any picture. I have a video on my phone, but no pictures. Yeah, so I'm wearing a Bears jersey. And I got to walk the stadium, and people were very nice to me. I took pictures with people I didn't know, and people were had no problems there. Bacon Barrel Roll said he got rolled by FD. I try not to roll people.
I mean, if they in the way, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, gotta. Oh, he's talking about the play.
Yeah, the play. Yeah.
Yeah. I always the entire time I play anybody. There are more stories. There are more stories. But anytime we were stepping through something and someone to me tried to embarrass you by going full speed, then that's just running back.
Run it back.
Feed the gods. Am I wrong to think that Joe Burrow could carry the QB torch after time? We haven't seen it. Like nowadays we want to give people a title or give them the torch or the baton. We haven't seen enough from him.
The closest person is Mahomes. It's because he got a chip. Who are you gonna give it to after Brady?
Yeah, but thinking we're talking about greatness over time. So we don't know what Herbert's going to do. We don't know what Burrow's going to do. We don't know what some quarterbacks 2 years from now that may be out is going to do.
That's true.
I'll tell you again, when LeBron went to Miami in 2010, no one was talking about Steph Curry. No one was talking about that. So we just don't know. So let's just watch them play a little bit more.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Burrow is a good quarterback. He has a chance to do some great things. Only thing I'm concerned about is how much he got hit last year. There's no longevity in that for anyone.
Good luck playing that long.
That was another half of this. Am I wrong to think that Joe Burrow could carry the torch after Tom Brady retires, like how Kobe did with MJ?
Nope. There's not going to be another Tom Brady.
It's like Kobe is not. I mean, it's just Kobe was a good player. He did great. He did great things on the court.
Yeah.
You can't copy a guy and then take the torch from. Like he copied. Back in the day, we used to call things Xerox copies. Like you had a Xerox copy machine.
I know what that is. I'm not old.
You would go take something and put on it and then get. And you look and you like, the copy just doesn't look like the original.
Original, yeah.
That's Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. I love me some Kobe Bryant now, but he's not Michael Jordan. So I think hopefully people saw on my Instagram today. A former player tried to say that Michael Jordan was 1A and Kobe was 1B. And then another player, Quentin Richardson from Chicago, that went to DePaul, stopped Cuttino Mobley and was like, no, that's not the case. That's just how I feel. That's not the case. Hey, FD, for that Packers and Bears first game, I'm down to meet up and watch the game with you.
Well, we got to watch a game. We have to meet up and do a Sunday together.
Yeah.
Maybe opening. Let me see. Who y'all play that? Who y'all?
Feed the guys. I'm all about that.
Who y'all play the first game of the year? NFL schedule. Who do you guys play this for week 1? Let me see. Who you guys gonna beat week 1?
Who you talking about? You talking about the Raiders?
No, I'm talking about the your team.
Oh, the Bears?
The Bears, they play. Oh my God, they play Frisco. We can still do that. It's 10 a.m. game. We can go Dave and Buster's.
Trey Lance better be ready.
We could go to Dave and Buster's. That's the best place to watch a game, Dave and Buster's.
Trey Lance better be ready, baby. FJD, who better? Lawrence Taylor or Aaron Donald? That's not even a question.
What are you gonna say?
Nick Crow. That's not even a question. So I saw Dexter. I hope that's not. Is that a real question?
Who do you have?
Come on, bro.
You got Aaron Donald?
Come on, JD.
Hey man, being a defensive.
We're talking about Lawrence Taylor.
Being a defensive tackle and being that dominant. Come on, D.
Don't sleep. Please don't sleep on greatness.
I'm not.
All the time.
I'm not. I'm just saying, FD, be reasonable here.
I don't even know if Aaron Donald's better than what's the defensive tackle went to the Hall of Fame from the Vikings?
Jared Allen?
No. Vikings Hall of Fame defensive tackle.
It's Allen. Something Allen. No, not Jared Allen. Who the hell is Jared Allen? Oh, I'm thinking about the basketball player. I know who you're talking about. Then he played for the Chiefs. I know who you're talking about.
Went under John Randall.
Oh, John Randall. I don't know who that is.
Aaron Donald better than John Randall? That's a better question.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, well, he's Hall of Famer, undrafted, balled out.
I don't know.
Would not quit. Used to play the Bears and dominate. Yeah, but so Lawrence Taylor's walking by Odell Beckham. This is at the National. Saw this on film. They're talking.
Odell's at the National?
Yeah, he was signing autographs. Man. So they're talking and laughing and joking. And then Odell tells him, you better be glad I didn't play in your era. And Lawrence Taylor stops and looks at him and is like, are you serious right now? Then Odell Beckham tries to laugh and joke that off.
No, Odell would not be able to handle that physicality. They let a lot of stuff more go.
Just to answer the question, there's no comparison between Lawrence Taylor and Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is a game-changing. Lawrence Taylor is a game-changing football player. The walk-up linebacker, the first person to ever do that in the NFL was Lawrence Taylor. Before Derek Thomas, before Lights Out in San Diego. So anybody you can think of, Lawrence Taylor walked up.
Lights Out in San Diego.
Changed the entire game. You can't block him. There's no comparison. Aaron Donald can be double teamed, and you won't hear from him.
I mean, they double team him all the time. FD, man, you better stop. You better give that guy some respect.
Now, I met Aaron Donald in person. I give him respect, but no, there's no compare. There's no defensive player that you can compare to Lawrence Taylor.
No, I know. Well,
none.
Yeah.
Zero. It's a 206-mile drive from Chicago to that stadium. Yeah, there you go. So that's 3 hours. A little under 3 hours. Unless you're putting your foot down.
I doubt it. What's the freeway like over there in the Midwest? Are you guys like going 80 or are you guys going like 60?
I don't know what. I think the speed limit going up to Lambeau is a little higher than around Chicago. I can't remember. I know I drove it. Smoothness says that's probably why Adams left Green Bay because of the weather. Could be. Man, it gets cold. Bacon Barrel Roll. Also, I just came back from the first national convention. Congratulations. My feet are cooked like most people right now. Soaking or elevating, LOL. But I absolutely loved it. I'm glad that you went. It's a wonderful event to go to. It's a Super Bowl, World Series, whatever else you want to call it. It is an extravaganza of the collecting community. I'm happy that you went.
Celebration.
Bacon Barrel Road. Let me know what you picked up. What did you pick up?
Where everybody that went to the national? I'm trying to see something. Where's there? I just realized nobody. Only person that told us was Merv. Where's everybody else at?
Who else went? And if you didn't pick up anything, because I know people that go to the national. I know people don't talk about that. They don't pick up stuff, but they meet a lot of people. Who'd you meet?
Yeah, hold on. I didn't hear nothing yet. I need to see some things.
Oh, a -1? That's a game.
Goodness.
That's a game. That's some weather to sit in right there. If you haven't done that in your life, people, if you haven't gone out and shovel snow in under 5 degrees, it's a real deal.
I can't do that.
You can't just go with all the old heads all the time. From the bench. Come on, bro. Lawrence Taylor? We're not talking about all the old heads. We're talking about Lawrence Taylor. If anybody thinks that someone's better than Lawrence Taylor, type that name of that player into the comment section and let me know who you think on the defensive side of the ball in the front seven is better than Lawrence Taylor. Please do.
Shit.
I would love it. From the bench, John Randall is Aaron Donald having a higher sack rate per game than Lawrence. From the bench, are you really going to? Do you know the game of football is not the same as when Lawrence Taylor played? Do you know what Lawrence Taylor's sack rate would be right now?
That's true, 100%.
Do you know what you cannot do that you could do in him? Do you know when he started playing ball, you could have one person blocking him up high and another person come cut him?
That's insane.
Ooh. Tonight I've been hit with some stuff. I'm shocked. Please look at my face. I'm shocked right now that people are trying to compare Aaron Donald to Lawrence Taylor. I guess over time, man, everything just erodes. Right?
It's hard, yeah.
You can be great. Like there's going to be somebody at some point comparing some person to Michael Jordan. This is how the comparison goes between Michael Jordan and LeBron. People are like, did you know per second that he scored? Do you know how many times Michael Jordan was sitting out in the end of the third and the fourth quarter? Wasn't even in the game.
That's true.
Averages don't capture all that from the bench. Come on, you know this.
Y'all better recognize that.
Come on, Lawrence Taylor. Reggie White only played close to Lawrence Taylor. Man, but we're whatever happened to Reggie White? What do you mean by feed the guys? What happened to Reggie White? Reggie White is a great player. Let me know what you mean, feed the guys. The John Randall answer was when you guys were trying to figure out who the Vikings. Yeah, John Randall, man. But I believe this is the way it goes, right? You're a player, you go undrafted. You're not going to get the pub of Aaron Donald. John Randall's doesn't talk a lot, doesn't say a lot.
No, I agree. What is it? No, but I don't know. Aaron, Lawrence Taylor's a monster.
Lawrence Taylor's a beast, man.
I was
Gang,
just giving it a hard time. Maybe
gang.
because I watched Aaron Donald.
And that's the thing I would challenge people with. When Lawrence Taylor stopped playing ball, man, I was 7 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a part of his career I did not watch. There are parts of his career that I did watch. Man was.
Yeah.
I got 4 minutes left on this auction. Let's see if I get this card.
Uh-oh.
Deion is better than Lawrence Taylor. You can't compare him.
That's
That's why I say it front.
Charles Woodson or Deion Sanders?
Well, that's why.
That's
Charles
easy.
Woodson or Deion Sanders?
That's
Who's
easy.
better, Charles Woodson or Deion Sanders? Deion Sanders.
That's not even close. That's to go.
Expo, you coming with him tonight? Is this a question? So let me ask you this. This is what I think happens. I'm starting to learn more and more and more. We're focused on who we watch play, and then we want to tag greatness to that person. I'm not really about that. If you've never watched Deion play at all, he's the best cornerback you will ever see play, probably followed by Darryl Green. Those are the best two cornerbacks you're going to see play. Charles Woodson's up there. Charles Woodson's probably top 5, top 4. He's up there. But Deion Sanders? There's nobody like that, people. Nobody like that. But you can intentionally get 15 yards off the ball and close on it and intercept it and then take it to the house. Whew. And then you can play punt return. I never hear anybody talk about him. I'm a young guy. I don't know how great he was. Reggie White was phenomenal. You talking about a down lineman position that played the end at 300-something pounds? He was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
That's crazy.
The typewriter feed the guys was a move where he would just put his hand on the shoulder of the tackle and just move that person to the side and then take a step inside. He was a phenomenal player. Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith, very good player. Not in the stratosphere of a Reggie White, but he's a very good player. He's a Hall of Fame player. He's a player that you don't want to make a mistake against. Bruce Smith was long arms, long legs. And what I loved about his game is how he could get off the block. Bruce Smith did not magnetize himself. Jack Ham was very cool. Jack Ham was a very, very good player. As far as just watching film, I've watched film on all these. Like you can't. To me, I couldn't play an inside lineman position in college and not watch all these people play that you're talking about. That's a down lineman, or walk up outside linebacker, or a middle linebacker, or an outside linebacker in a defensive scheme. Like to me, you got to watch all these guys. Jack Ham would engage you, and immediately, if you watch film on him, he's immediately taking you somewhere to see what's in the backfield. Immediately. Oh. JD, you keep rolling here. I got a few seconds left. I got to grab something here.
You're about to win that. Don't overspend. You better put like double what you're gonna do.
I'm not saying LT isn't amazing, 1,000%. Agree, he is, and not saying that anyone like Robert Quinn is better than LT. We're
Robert
talking Quinn. Defensive tackle player. Well, you got to remember now, Lawrence Taylor was not a defensive tackle. He's a walk-up outside linebacker, which became a more defensive end. So he wasn't a defensive tackle. That's why the comparison is
really hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did you end up getting it, or you're still in the middle? Like, this is FD in the middle.
Ooh! Yes.
You got it?
Yep.
Is it numbered or what is it?
It's a James Wiseman second year goal out of 10, bro.
Damn.
PSA 9.
Oh, it's already graded?
Yeah, bro.
Oh wow.
I thought that card was going to go way up. Yes.
Damn.
That made my night, people.
Jeez.
Made my night. So picked up a lot of PC guys. Tim Lincecum, Manny Machado, Tim Anderson, some non-sports stuff, a lot of cars. Some dealers down to trade. Budget went out the window, most definitely this weekend. That'll happen. You go in there and be like, you know what? I'm going to spend X amount. And then you find yourself spending that in 2 transactions or 3 or 4. And you're like, oh, but I'm here.
Yeah.
So I got to keep going, right?
What is the budget anyway?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I try to go to every show with a budget. I'm bidding on this card right now with a budget amount.
I'm in the same boat too. I try to stay in a budget.
Dude, can you imagine second year gold?
Shoot. Is it Prism?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's really good then. That thing's gonna.
Hoo-hoo. Man. It's amazing. But Bacon, Barrel Row. Excuse me. Would you go back to the National?
I would.
Did you meet a lot of people? Do you plan to stay in contact with those people throughout the year? Something tells me from reading this, all the answers to my questions are yes. From the bench, agree with Dion being the best. The man was crazy, and every single season shut it down. He was just on a different level.
Yeah.
They said him and Jerry Rice will go at it in practice.
He's the definition of a shutdown corner.
He's a shutdown corner, man. He's a shutdown corner. When people talk about like Revis Island and all that, like, I mean, that's cool. Modern day sports to talk about that. And I just want people to know out there, I'm not just about old school. There's just certain names. You talk about Dion, LT, Reggie White, Ronnie Lott as a safety.
Oh yeah, Ronnie Lott was somebody else.
I don't know who's better than these people. I don't
Yeah.
know. Now there are some great players. There are Hall of Famers who are runner-ups, 5th on the list, 7th on the list. But I mainly watched baseball and hockey in 02, feed the guys, and started watching the NFL and NBA more consistently in 07, 08. Understood. I may check out the autograph signs in San Jose in September. There are some good ones coming to San Jose. I used to go to San Jose shows, and they were always good shows. I think you'll find some great autographs there. Nice after you deserve it. Thank you, Dexwell. I am shocked. I know my face doesn't say it. I am shocked right now at what this card sold for.
Especially if it's graded.
It's already graded, man. I love going back to watch film on older guys. Same as watching film on draft prospects. Need to really appreciate and be able to give your opinion. Yeah, I try to watch a lot of film, even back when I played ball, but even up. I even watch film. I'll sit down and watch film on basketball, like different players and how they scored, what were their moves, and it's a shame, like players like Will Chamberlain, even Bill Russell. There's not enough film on these players for people today to really look at. If you do have something, the color may be off, or it might show a play and then just end and go to another play, or there's no sound. So you just what I would do even with modern sports is that I'll watch film on a player with no sound. Just to take in what I don't want to be biased.
You have to.
But I also will let you all know this is part of my process for buying cards. Like this is not just. It started with probably me playing sports, but as a process I go through to baseball players. I can't name anyone that I really haven't sat down and looked at that I wanted to buy or invest in. That's just a part of me. That's just me.
I agree.
And you'll hear me say up front, like you're asking about a player, and I'll say, well, I haven't, like Wilson with the Jets. I haven't watched him play enough. I need to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Or the guy at Liberty now that's playing with Tennessee. I need to watch him play on the NFL level. We may not see that for a while. Trey Lance, I need to see him play. Trevor Lawrence, needs to watch him play. And this season, which I'm so excited about, I can't tell you, is that I get to watch NBA players come back from being injured and really get to understand where they are today. And like Paul George, for instance, I need to know where he is. I'm not really interested in investing in Paul George, but he affects Kawhi Leonard, which in turn affects the Lakers and a bunch of other stuff in the West. So Paul George is like a key component in what's going to happen this year in the NBA. On the West, in the Western Conference.
That's true. See,
that's how I look at things. So I'm gonna sit and watch Paul George and see what is he doing, and then how does that affect Kawhi? And how is Kawhi playing after being out so long? He looks like, just looking at him, he's maintained his weight. I would expect nothing less from him, though. That's kind of a little bit of my process. Is really about watching a player to understand for myself when I hear something, what's going on. I've seen a lot of Mitch Trubisky. I know what he's good at, what he's not good at.
Yeah. Oof. Might look into some Paul George and see how that goes.
But if you look at his rookie stuff, a lot of this stuff is affordable.
So even his Prism, his first year Prism, super affordable.
That stuff is very affordable.
It's not even worth it. It's even worth.
There's a reason why, though.
Yeah, I agree. It's just just something to look at.
Mm-hmm. And I tell y'all all the time, I'll look at players because something came to mind, and I want to make sure I cover that off. But it's not like I'm about to go out and start buying that person. I just want to know. The knowing part is, and sometimes you'll stumble up on some stuff that you didn't know. Mm-hmm. Like I was looking for something else and find this gold Prism card here. I was looking for something else entirely the other day and found this card, and I just started tracking it. I can see this little twinkle on y'all when you won that. That's how I get down, man. I watch many films on most of the players prior to draft, and I collect their cards. Yep. I know I'm not the only person doing this. I know people out there who are really into some understanding who this player is. I'm actually going for Trey Lance, all those, and skip Joe Montana session. Okay. All right. I remember a time when Joe Montana, man, you couldn't find it. He didn't sign that show.
Oh, yeah, that's hard to find.
He was exclusive with Upper Deck. Now Joe Montana's almost at every major event.
I agree.
Since I was born, raised in Anaheim for quite a few years, I started collecting all of the 1961 Angels slabbed in a PC5 or higher. I think that would be cool to own their inaugural year slab up. That's very cool. That's a cool collection. Now.
I never thought about doing that.
That's very cool. Lance, you got about 2 games from college and pros to go off of film, LOL. Wilson, I liked coming out, but even in my draft spotlight, I talked about how he was fortunate to have a great offensive line. Yeah, we'll see what he does. It'll be apparent very soon. And then we'll talk about it here each week. Watch and learn on Trey Lance, bud. I'll watch the speed, footwork, and a bunch of other crap. Joe Montana wouldn't sign cards for kids when he was playing. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Some players lock in, man. Some players don't. They don't.
That's true.
Just whatever his reason was. Peeps, even the fellas, late to the party, it seems. Peeps, what's going on? It's good to have you here. Yeah, but some players, for whatever his reason was, I've talked to some people who bumped into Joe Montana since he retired in San Fran. Who doesn't have too much conversation with him.
Really?
Yeah. One surprising thing for me is I saw at the National, Allen Iverson came over to Joe Montana to say what's up, and Joe Montana stood up, and they're about the same height. I thought Joe Montana was much taller than Allen Iverson.
For a quarterback.
Yeah. Guess not. Wilson, LOL, I have him ranked number 3 behind Mac Jones, and they are all behind Justin Fields. So, in my opinion, you all tell me if I'm crazy. Prospecting on quarterbacks is about as risky as prospecting on baseball players.
Probably, yeah, that's true. 100% true.
Which always has me drop back and look at how people play.
That's crazy. I never thought about that.
Because who's going to pan out as a quarterback? Not too many of them. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers, Brady. Some people like who was the Chargers' old quarterback?
Rivers.
Yeah, Rivers, Phillip Rivers. We're talking about Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. We're talking about 5 quarterbacks over the last 20 years. Who am I missing? Somebody? I mean, I'm talking about this on another level.
Yeah, no, I
Then you got Russell Wilson, who came in a little later. We got to see his career has been kind of stagnant, so we got to see what's he going to do with the Broncos. But am I missing somebody?
Eli Manning.
Yeah, we said Eli.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about 5 or 6 quarterbacks over the last 20 years, how many right now be thinking about to pan out, about to be something?
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, I don't know. If Russell Wilson were to win another title, what does that put him for you? Well, he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. I think he's probably a Hall of Famer now.
Yeah.
But he's definitely, that's going to solidify him as a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
What does it put him all time? I have to think on that one. I don't think it bumps him up above some of the other people we just named.
No.
Yeah, doesn't take him up there, but it solidifies some things for him. I think Russ needs to. I would like to see him have some success. Chad, what's your opinion on Zach Wilson? Feels totally make or break for that guy this year. This is a make or break season for him. And mind you, he's playing with an organization that hasn't done anything in 50-something years.
That's crazy.
He's playing with an organization that Joe Namath was like, what are we doing around here? So we'll see. Bacon Barrel Roll, yeah, most definitely going back. The people I met asked if I had an IG account. I definitely need to make one, as it seems that's the method of keeping in touch. It really is. I mean, I would. What would you say, JD?
That's the biggest thing is having IG. Any social media will help you out tremendously.
Yeah, have an IG. It'll help you out. Bacon Barrel. When you get one, if you decide to, I'd love to follow you. Please hit me up, let me know, or let us know on here. Hey, I got an account now. I'll get on right then and there and hit follow. From the bench, quarterback, all depends on where they end up. It does. How much better would Trevor Lawrence have looked if he was playing for the New England last year? But let me just tell y'all this, just straight up. You got to be a certain kind of quarterback to play for Belichick.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is playing for Belichick. Compared to playing for Stinky Fingers. Wow. Well, I'm just going to say this. I never could have predicted what went down, but when they signed over mine, I just didn't understand why, and I didn't think it was going to work. But for the reasons it didn't work, I couldn't have predicted that. Russ is 33 years old. Yeah, he has some time to play, though. He has some time. I actually think I said when they signed him, his second year in Denver, they may win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you said that.
To his second year, I think they can win a Super Bowl.
Damn.
Trey Lance recruited most of the players on the championship team in North Dakota State. These were high recruits from Minnesota. He was the mojo. You also know who came from North Dakota State, right? Wentz?
Yeah, Wentz. Yes, Wentz.
I remember when North Dakota State was a Division II team. When I was in college, North Dakota State was a Division II. And then they made a move to go up to a bit bigger, scale of football. But we'll see. Let's just see on Trey Lance. Because I can remember when Wentz was MVP candidate and running it. And then Wentz now is probably on his last team before he's a backup. Super Bowl contenders this year. Who did we go with? We said Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then who did I say on the West Coast?
You said the Niners.
Yeah. No, I said the Niners.
Chargers. You said the Chargers.
Chargers versus Brady and the Tampa. Now, that's the Super Bowl I wanted to see last year. Still the Super Bowl I want to see this year.
That'd be a crazy one.
Oh, that would be hyped. Herbert versus Brady. I really believe in Joe Douglas, the GM for the Jets, and what he's building. From the bench, how long have you been a Jets fan? You're a Jets fan? I think next year will be the real year for them, but should be a good jump this year. Let me know if you're a Jets fan. Didn't Randy Moss play up in North Dakota?
No, he went to
Randy Moss went to Marshall, which is in West Virginia. Nope. And Randy Moss was originally supposed to go to Florida State before he got into an altercation with someone in his high school. Regarding rookie QBs, invest in a player or two who would take the team to the playoffs ASAP. I mean, I think if you're buying rookie quarterback cards to move them, I think you got a lot of plays. There are a lot of good things here. But if you're looking long term, I don't know. Love what you collect. What's up, Erica? Fly, Eagles fly on the road to victory. That's a nice saying. That's why you put that ha 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 behind that. That's a nice saying. I don't know, Erica. We'll see. Daniel. Bills, Bengals versus Eagles.
Damn.
Bills, Bengals versus Eagles, Chargers. Okay.
We'll see.
Oh, hold on.
No, that's not gonna work. Yeah.
The Bills in the AFC, right?
Maybe he's saying all three. I don't know.
Peeps. Oops. If Wilson doesn't do well this year, Yorkers will eat him alive. Oh, I know that's an Eagles song. I just don't know what's about to happen with that. I know you're an Eagles fan. I know you're a Hurts fan. I wish the best for Hurts. Just don't know what's going to happen with that. Also Hurts. I just don't know what the strength of his arm is. What can he do with that? I'm hoping Zach Wilson does well because I have a sweet RPA of him. I know it's card collectors. We hope our players do well. I can
always, yeah.
And that I'm hoping to sell with like a Matt Jones RPA for PC. Chad, for you, I hope Zach Wilson is going to do well. From the bench, I'm a Chargers fan. I have no affiliation to the Jets. Douglas has been trying to fix the Jets, but only got hired in 2019 after the draft and free agency. I wish him the best. I wish Douglas the best. I just look at a franchise who hasn't done anything in a long time. Just like I look at the Bears. People can say, FD, what has the Bears done? Haven't done much. And I still say the Bears can't win a championship until they have new ownership. We got to go ship for ship.
That's true.
The McCaskey family. I don't know about that. SP123. I'm not sure if Kyle Trask is NFL good, but he's a lot better than the average fan thinks. You know what I used to say when he was at Florida? Trask is trash.
That's great. Whoa. Trash is trash.
I don't know. But people start buying his cars just because he was Brady's backup.
I know.
I don't know. Mac Jones was a high recruit. Some envision him to be better than Tua of Miami, but players in college rallied behind Tua. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's why they play the game. That's ruthless, FD. No, that's the truth, Mac. Big John. Yeah, you know Kyle Trask, man. Come on. Have you seen Kyle Trask come and go in the NFL before? I feel like I have. I don't know. I've watched him play. And I'm telling you, I don't formulate an opinion or say anything about anybody until I actually watch them play.
Damn.
I just don't see it. I think he's a decent quarterback to have as a backup. especially around Brady, who doesn't get blasted or hurt.
We'll see. He just has to play, and then and then we'll have a better description of him.
Will we though? But will we though?
I know that's true.
I hope y'all know I feel a lot better this week. It's been a time to shake a cough I've had. Trying to stay hydrated, trying to do different things. But I feel good right now.
Shit, that's good.
I probably feel better than I have, and definitely 6 weeks ago I was sick. Probably 3 weeks ago I still had a lingering something that tickled in my throat. At the beginning of last week it started going away. Right now I feel great. I've drank a little bit of water. Picked up this James Wiseman card.
I can't wait to see it.
Do you remember that card I showed you at the premiere show of Wiseman and
Oh, that's the one?
No, I think I'm going for that. So
Oh. Oh my goodness.
I think I'm going soon, bro.
That's gonna be wild. I am looking at a Cam Thomas and a Kyrie out of 10 too, so we'll see.
Cam Thomas? You said
Yeah.
Cam.
Yeah, he plays for the I like him. He's a rookie.
Who does he play for?
He plays for the Nets. He should be solid. So we'll see.
I just want to see his face. I think I know who this is. Cam Thomas. You know who I think is a good player? Who's the other player for the Nets?
Davion Sharp.
Who's Quigley? Wasn't Quigley?
Oh, Knicks.
Oh, the Knicks. Oh, Cam Thomas. I've seen him before. Yeah.
Oops.
What do you think of the Scotty Barnes? What do you think of Scotty Barnes?
I don't know. I got to see more because he won Rookie of the Year. So he must
make sure that I watch him play this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some of his highlights because he won Rookie of the Year for a reason. He won it for a reason, and it wasn't for his scoring.
Yeah, he can rebound. He can do some things. R says Wiseman will be a beast at quite a few of his one-on-ones.
Oh, FD already got FD got a handful.
I think he's going to be something else, man. And this is the first time in my collecting career that I really zoned in on one particular player. If I could go back in a time machine, you know who that player would be?
Who? LeBron?
Probably Steph.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But it would then another time machine would be LeBron. Because I was on the brink of just honing in on LeBron at one point.
Yeah.
I have no regrets, though. I don't look back and say, I wish I'd have done that. I don't have any regrets. But I do learn from it. But JD, man, we've been on here for a while. Believe me, I could keep rolling.
I know you can. That's how I know you back to 100%.
Yeah, I feel good.
Which is good.
Yeah, man, it's good to be back and ready to rumble. We got our people here. People coming back straight from the Nationals or the National.
Good time. Yeah. Well, next week we'll see how next week goes because I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Oh shit.
Well, I appreciate everyone being here for our tribute to Mr. William Elton Russell, a pioneer, leader of the sport, and most importantly, a leader outside of any Coliseum. Wherever he was leading.
Yeah.
That's something
we need more people. We need more people like that. So
that's right. Any one of us, if we find a place to lead or something's going down and need our input, let's give it. R says, thanks, guys. Sal said, love the White Sox hat. Thank you. You all know that you're going to see different forms of Chicago represented in different ways, shirts, hats, something. That's going to be how I'm coming with it.
What shirt do you have on? Before we leave, what shirt do you
have?
have?
I have a Shaq shirt.
Oh, I know.
JD, I have never worn this shirt. So I've been trying to focus on what I'm eating, what is my activity level, and getting in a better shape, right? So
yeah, me too.
I used to buy shirts as like, I'm going to get in that shirt one day. And so this is one of those shirts.
Yeah, me too. I got to lose some weight, so we did.
All of us, bro. I would say everybody, when they get probably above 30, you come up and you say, man, I got to get in better shape.
Yeah.
And I'm even realizing now at my age, like we can go out, we go to the park, I may do a little running. The next day, I may feel tight. I may feel some soreness in the afternoon of the next day. And I can remember, we all know, there was a time of our life where I could go running, man. I could run 2-3 miles, and I get up the next day, I'm back on the move. Maybe that day I'm playing basketball.
Oh, I could probably do that. And then
Now it's like I need to stretch properly. I've noticed that my hips are tight. It's like things that you didn't experience as an athlete that you experience now later in life and sitting in a chair somewhere at work.
Mm-hmm.
So
100% agree.
something to be just to be conscious of. How much water are you drinking? All that stuff. So, and I'll give my testimony. I'll let people know. Trying to be more active, focus on what I'm eating. What are my portions looking like? And it's working, man. It's things are happening, and I'm not like I need to be at a certain level by this date. I just gradually let it happen.
No, I agree.
Yep. What else we got here? There are some cool pics of Barry Sanders from the National. There was some cool pics of him with his eyes closed too. He's a great person to meet, man. I met him one time at a San Jose show. Talked to him and shook his hand. He's a no-nonsense guy, but when you're talking to him, he's engaged in the conversation. He's listening.
I bet. He looked like it too.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Bill Russell for life. That's right, peeps. Rest in peace to Mr. Russell. Got the privilege to chat with him during the All-Star game in Chicago in 2020. And Sal 773, you'll take that with you, man. That is good stuff. I appreciate everyone for being here on this day of July 31st. Tomorrow is August, so you got a chance to
First
kick
week of August.
It's got a couple of hours of July 31st with your boys, FD and JD.
Appreciate everybody.
All right.
I'll see you next week.
See you all later.